Are you guys ready for this one? Sit back and get some popcorn. So in this last video in Hong Kong, I'm gonna be taking you to a former prison. The red bucket was for the number 2. The yellow bucket was for the number 1. Then we're gonna take a glimpse at the nightlife. And after that, I'm going to be tasting a delicious pigeon, which is a delicacy here in Hong Kong. Have you ever been kissed by a pigeon? Last but not least, I got into a huge, unexpected fight with a Hong Kong taxi driver. 123.
I wait here so long. I need a verb.
So what you
I
want
have
me
an
So
I have another order.
So okay, so this is 130. It says 123 right there. Oh, what a nightmare. Join me. The little glimpse I had of the nightlife here in Hong Kong was really nice. I mean, this section here of the city, what really stood out to me, besides all the nightclubs there, they had really, really cool restaurants. So the bartenders here were really friendly. I just spent a little bit of time in this one particular bar, and I was basically just people watching. I'm sure depending on the day of the week, you know, you're gonna have more people or less. I didn't stay too long, but you know, the city is still recovering, I would say, from a little bit of COVID. So it is not 100% just yet. So once I was done with the bars, I took a taxi. And previously, this is something that I have been trying to talk to with people, but it has been difficult regarding the situation between China and Hong Kong. And based on what I've seen on the media back in the United States, it appears that Hong Kong is being stripped from his liberty, from his freedom. And I'm sure some people certainly feel that way. There has been a tremendous amount of arrest in the city.
And then many people saying that we lost all the freedom or something. That's not true.
That's not true, huh?
That's not true.
Okay.
In the mind, yes. The mindset maybe have different.
Yeah.
But not in the reality.
The reality, no. Okay. I was glad to hear a different perspective from someone who actually lives and gives me a completely different opinion from what the media has told us. So what were the specifics of what has been stripped as far as freedom is concerned is really what I wanted to know. But he seems to really like what was going on in the island. So who am I to judge? If he says the island is doing well, I have to believe that. It's important to not make your opinion based on what you see on TV. Personally, I prefer to travel and get perspective, my own perspective, and then draw my conclusions from there.
But actually, the China government is not really disturb our lives that much.
Really?
No, not that much.
Okay.
Okay, they will give something, they will give you a red line, not to say any independent thing or something.
Yeah.
That's all.
Yeah.
But, you know, in 2019, a lot of Hong Kong young people, they are saying about independence.
Yes.
That is something very, very, I think it's hard for them hard for the Chinese government to accept independence.
Yes.
And on the other hand, we don't have the real guts to be independent. We have nothing.
Yeah.
We're really independent, and then Hong Kong will be nothing.
Yeah.
Just a small island. You don't have any resource. And if you're independent, because now why Hong Kong is being so become a metropolitan, because we got China. Even before 1997,
yeah.
all the people coming to Hong Kong is because of the business.
Yes.
That you can, this is the door
right.
to open for the China.
Right.
That is something. We need to realize what what our position.
Yes.
That is something. But maybe the young people, they don't know because they never been in that situation.
They don't really understand how
Yeah.
things work. Yeah. That's good to hear, man. Because, you know, I came here, I was pretty sad about everything. Everybody's complaining. Oh, it's not like it used
Yes,
to be.
complaining. Yes, Hong Kong is a lot of bad things happen, but not because of the Chinese government.
Yeah.
Because our government, they're doing nothing.
Yeah.
But this is democracy.
Yeah.
Because this is business. Because they just in Hong Kong, the government is another business.
Yeah.
That is something. It's same in the United States. Okay.
Of course.
But in the United States, you got two parties.
Yes.
Okay, you can have time to change and change. And
Yes.
but in Hong Kong, it's not like that.
Yeah. Just one party, one rule.
Yeah.
At some point, I also wanted to know about housing because, guys, housing has been something that has fascinated me here. The skyline in Hong Kong is unlike anything I've ever seen before. With the city growing population and the restricted number of apartments, Hong Kong is facing a housing crisis like no other. So I wanted to get more information regarding the price of the unit. And this is what I found out.
500 square feet
Yes.
flat
Yes.
is about 15,000 to 20,000 Hong Kong dollar. That is about 2,000.
Okay.
2,000.
2,000 a month.
Yes, a month.
Yeah. That's about where the US is as well.
Okay. But the salary is different.
That's true.
The income is different, right?
Yeah.
Because our average income is like this a month. So you pay all your income for a flat.
Yeah.
So in Hong Kong, most of the people, most of the family need to work both for the couple. They
Yeah.
need to work. But even like that, it's very difficult for them to feed a child.
Of
Because
course.
school, everything.
Yeah.
So it's so difficult.
It's very difficult. So if you come to Hong Kong, I'm sure you really want to take in the view of this magnificent city. So where should you go? I found out the spot. Check it out. So I stopped by this place called I Am Your Cup of Tea. And I'm about to go get my my little tea. I haven't had tea yet. And tea is a big deal here in China. And in the meantime, I'm gonna be devouring this that they call the Spanish bone. So here we go. They called me. There you go. And I like that they give you gloves while you are devouring this beautiful thing. I don't even know what it is. Everything is in Mandarin. It's like a piece of croissant. Nothing too exciting. So I finally arrived at the absolute top of this building. So right here is what they call the peak. I repeat, this is the highest point in Hong Kong. It's windy down there, so it's good to have a little bit of sun. So this is the view that everybody comes for right here. This is this view of the harbor right there. That's Victoria Harbor down there. Hey, if you like nice views, I won't necessarily recommend this. There's another building here called the ICC building, which after lunch I will go there and see what it looks like, because so far I have to tell you guys, this is not it. This is not it. I have to be honest with you. This is not it. I made it to the top of this building here, and right there is where the view is. I will have to find a way to walk down that way, but you can basically see the Victoria Harbor right there. So that's why everybody comes here, is to check out this view, and they have tons of places to get ice cream, restaurant, walk around with your family. This is a great place to hang out. It reminds me of a view that I had in Rio de Janeiro. You have residential areas right there on top of the mountain. They must have a fascinating view up there. This is quite impressive. Now this is what I was expecting. Look at this, guys. Now look at this view. Oh my goodness. Wow. So you can see the whole Victoria Harbor. This is the highest point here in Hong Kong. Look at this view, guys. Wow. So impressive. Is it worth coming here? Yes, it is. This is unlike anything I've ever seen before. This is an amazing view. So guys, this amazing view of Hong Kong is for sure worth it. I was getting frustrated because I couldn't find this location. The place is so big. I was walking all around there. Then I thought it would be right here. Then I went that way and I was looking at the mountains. So I was actually getting upset. I said, come on. Everybody says the Peak is the one place you don't want to miss. It's actually #1 out of the recommended places to go to when you first arrive in the city. So I've been focusing on housing a lot because one thing that really blew my mind out here is the fact that as beautiful as Hong Kong is, there is a serious housing crisis in the city. A very serious housing crisis. There are a lot of people are living in subsidized housing, pretty close to half. Most people that live below the poverty line are just living in the most miserable conditions, coffin homes and everything. As beautiful as these buildings are, guys, as beautiful as they are, and I'm gonna focus on one of them, you can see people just shacking up in these tiny little rooms. Don't be fooled by what you see. Yes, it is beautiful, but people struggle here. There's a huge portion of the population who don't live in these fancy, luxurious apartments that you may picture. Yes, Hong Kong is rich. There's a huge, rich, multi-billionaire class here. And there's also a huge poor population. That's the dichotomy of Hong Kong. It's just the contrast between the have and the have not. It's unlike anything else in the world. So I just wanted to bring that into perspective because as you look at this, it's very easy to think, oh, you know, life is so good in Hong Kong. This is the financial center of Asia, and it was returned back to China after close to 200 years rule by the British Crown, and the area is going through a tremendous amount of changes. I'm not going to get too much into that. Do some reading on it and you will understand what I'm saying. There's a lot going on right now in Hong Kong, and we'll see what happens in the years to come. But I hardly see any expats at this point, and I know this was a huge hub for expats, so it seems like people are moving out of Hong Kong. It's very unfortunate, so we'll see what the future holds for this beautiful special administrative region of China. I'm leaving the Peak. I just want to show you guys. So right up there is where you have the beautiful view, and here at the bottom floor is where you have access to all the other amenities that this location offers. Candy shop, Italian kitchens, all kind of restaurants, ice cream places. This is truly a great place to hang out. If you come with your friends, family, or significant other, I would strongly recommend it. It's close to 12 o'clock, so places are still opening up, but I can tell this place probably gets very busy here at the peak time in the afternoon. So guys, guys, instead of taking a taxi like I did on my way up here, I decided to go ahead and get me a ticket from the big tram, and it's just $68, which is 7 US. So 68 Hong Kong dollars comes down to about 7 USD. So that's what we're gonna do, and the tram runs every 15 minutes. I figured that's the best way to have a view versus sitting in a taxi, which would cost me more and no view. So here we go. Let's make sure that you have $68 for a single ticket, $72 Hong Kong dollars for a round trip. So I made a mistake by riding up here with a taxi. It would have been a much smarter decision if I took it on the round trip instead of just one way. Made it to the end of the train track. So now heading out. There's a lot of people, guys. Look at that. All of these people right there waiting. Wow, that's a lot of people. I'm heading out to a restaurant. I'm a little bit hungry and I want to eat something a little bit different. I'm not sure that I'm gonna be able to actually get it, but I will try. So if you want to come up to Hong Kong and definitely check out that view up there by the peak, don't make the mistake I made, which is riding a taxi all the way to the top. You don't want to do that. The best view is actually from the tram, and the tram station is right here by Central, the bus stop. There's a taxi stand, have them drop you off right here, and then you can take the peak tram. This is the entrance of it. It's a beautiful building. You walk straight up there, and for 72 Hong Kong dollars you have a round trip to the top and back down here. So do not take a taxi up there. You miss out on the whole view, the whole experience. They also make a tremendous amount of stops so that you get a chance to actually look at the view and look at the window, and you can see this beautiful city of Hong Kong on the way up and on the way down. One thing I wanted to do was eat Pigeon. Guys, it's sold everywhere here. Every corner you will find a restaurant that sells it. But I wanted to go somewhere special. And this restaurant that I'm about to show you is the one that came up as being the most traditional in Hong Kong for Pigeon. So if it's something that you want to taste, there's a lot more. It's just I've never tasted a pigeon before, so I wanted to try it. So check this out. So I'm downtown Hong Kong right now, enjoying this little walk downtown the city. It's such a big city, it's hard for me to pinpoint exactly the section I'm in. But I'm actually trying to go get something to eat, and instead of taking a taxi, I decided to take a little stroll. So let's go. It's a good way to get the vibe of the city outside of a car and actually see what it looks like downtown in the middle of the day. So guys, I did make it to Tai Ping Kun restaurant here. Why did I come to this particular one is because apparently it's the only one that keeps the tradition alive as far as the way that the pigeon is cooked. Pigeon is a delicacy and is seen in many restaurants around the city. But I wanted to eat it somewhere special, and I've heard, based on my research, that this is the one place to come and do that. There was another one, but it's closed right now, unfortunately. So this is the Tai Ping Kun restaurant, and I'm served tea, right, and a glass of Chardonnay as I'm waiting for the delicious pigeon. For those of you watching, please let me know in the comments below. Would you eat a pigeon or not? I actually never have before, but I'm not close-minded as far as like trying different things. I'm also not afraid to try different things within limits, of course. So we'll see what the pigeon tastes like. So from the beautiful city of Hong Kong, bon appetit. So guys, the delicacy is here. The pigeon has arrived. I'm truly curious. Is this something you would try? Still can see the beak and stuff in here. Wow. Have you ever been kissed by Pigeon? I just got kissed by Pigeon, guys. Amazing. You have a drink. It's actually really interesting sauce. I like it. Okay, so let's go ahead and try some of this. So I'm gonna just go ahead and dip this in the sauce here and see. Just a little taste, you know. It tastes just like chicken. It tastes just like chicken. And I'm not just saying that. It really does. So guys, I'm gonna go ahead and enjoy my meal. This is something I wanted to try here. Out of all the exotic things you can eat here in Hong Kong, this is one I could still, you know, I could find easily. So let's go ahead and give it a shot, guys. It was actually really good. It was really good. It was tasty. It was not dry. It's the closest thing I can compare it to is chicken, really. That's the best comparison. No, I did not crush the skull, and I know some of you guys will be terrified by this, but really, you know, it's just, it's food. Actually, there's a little bit of meat on top of the brain here. Let's see. Okay. Just a little bit of meat. Nothing too crazy. Alright guys, gotta try different things, right? So juicy. The only kiss I got in Hong Kong was from this lovely bird. Keep talking that talk, bird. Keep talking. So next, I decided to go explore the site of what used to be the most popular prison here in Hong Kong. So this is the site of the former prison by the name of Victoria. It is as old as the island itself. And I was truly shocked by some of the conditions that these inmates back in the day had to deal with. So let's go check out the former site of Victoria Prison. Guys, I'm trying to get to this bar called Behind Bars. And look at this hill. Woo! Hong Kong. It's a good place to walk. Let's go ahead and attack the hill. This looks like it used to be a prison. Prison yard. All right. Okay. Well, they did a good job remodeling this place. I'm actually gonna get to visit a little bit of a former prison. All right, thank you. So let me ask you this: this used to be a prison?
Victoria Prison.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. When did they stop using it? Yeah.
1910.
1910.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh wow.
Yeah.
Interesting. So all the other cells are kind of closed, but 21, you can see how people were basically packed in here, guys. Look, you barely have any room to move with 3 people. Wow, crazy. And this is the prison staff washrooms. Wow.
Oh, did you find the toilet?
Yes.
Not this one. This one is for the staff.
That's for the staff. 21, right?
21, yeah. The toilet is under the bed. You can find. You can see the red color bucket.
Is it open?
Yeah.
Oh.
Not open, but you can see it. Right.
Okay, I can still. Okay.
This one for toilet. And this one, the yellow one is the fresh water to clean the hand, the face.
So the buckets is the bathroom. So there was no plumbing.
No. So every day in the morning,
Yeah.
before 7 o'clock,
Yeah.
one of them, there's 3 people.
Yeah.
One of them needs to bring the bracket,
Yeah.
clean it. Over there.
Yeah.
And then put it on
Back in there.
like that, and then go to work.
Oh my God.
Yeah, every day from 7 to 7 is working outside.
Yeah.
This room, this cell is only for sleeping.
Just for
no
sleeping.
no activities inside.
Yeah.
Just reading
Yeah.
or talking with the roommates.
Yeah.
That's all.
Wow, that's crazy.
Yeah. So
Wow.
the bucket is just in case.
Yeah.
Because when they work outside,
Yeah.
there's the other buckets there.
Yeah. Crazy. So guys, as you heard, the red bucket was for the number 2. The yellow bucket was for the number 1. 3 people in there. 3 people that have to go to the bathroom in the bucket. And in the morning, one of them goes and dumps it. There's no room to even stand up here. 3 individuals. Man. And here they just basically, you can see the space there. Wow. In 1950, 2 foreign prisoners escaped using a bamboo pole. They were found drunk, claiming they were out to toast the Queen's Victoria birthday. The 2 were given an additional sentence for breaking out of the prison. So it wasn't like they were not able to escape before. And you can still see the different yards. This is really from, I believe, 1910. From 1910. Look at this. Man, beautiful.
Because the most modern prisons in Hong Kong at that time, in year of 1910.
If this was modern, I cannot imagine what the other one looked like.
The other one is 1862. It's very old. Very,
Yeah.
very not too solid.
Man. All right. Sounds good. Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
All right.
Enjoy your holiday in Hong Kong.
Thank you, sir. If that was the modern prison back in those days, can you imagine what the non-modern looked like at the time? That's crazy. So here is what used to be the prison yard. Here we go. So this is where they were coming to do some exercises and walking around. I like how they turned it into some kind of museum now. You can see the guards are just standing there yelling, "Hey, stop playing around, guys. This is prison. You're not supposed to be here having a good time." And you can see the officers back here. Wow. That's pretty crazy. So unfortunately, after walking around this former prison yard, I cannot find the bar called Behind Bars. But at least I found this old prison, and I can see that people really had a rough time back here. There's only one section where they allow people to actually go and check out. Everything else is basically closed to the public. So here, I think the moment that most of you guys are waiting for is what happened between me and this taxi driver. So what happened was, after I was done exploring the former Victoria prison, I decided to take a taxi. For the whole time I've been in Hong Kong, I've been using Uber. Unfortunately, a couple Uber drivers I've requested ended up canceling because traffic was just too much and they couldn't get to me. At the same time, I'm seeing all these taxis, so I said, you know what? Let me just go ahead and grab a taxi. So I jumped in the taxi and he drove me to my hotel. So when we arrived, I handed him my card because I didn't have enough cash to pay the amount that was listed on the meter. So I gave him my card instead, and he told me he does not take any kind of card payment. It has to be cash and cash only. So there's no ATM anywhere near my hotel. So the only option I had was to do a cash advance. One of the manager came outside and told me, look, I can do a cash advance on your debit card. We will charge you a little bit extra fees, but you can get the cash. It was exactly 123 Hong Kong dollars on the taxi. So I requested 130. So this is what happened next. Hey, so guys, I made a huge mistake. I took a taxi for my first time here. I've been moving around with Uber, but there was a lot of traffic and I jumped in and I got a taxi. So now I don't have enough cash. So I'm at the hotel getting cash advance. I only have 80 Hong Kong dollars and the taxi is 113 Hong Kong dollars. He refuses my card, and apparently you cannot pay with card for most taxis here. You have to pay with cash, cash only. Do not take a taxi in Hong Kong unless you have cash. I would say stick to Uber or any other apps that you want to use, but do not. He's really upset with me. And then I have this gentleman here helping me out, but the hotel will charge you extra fees, 5% on top of what you're supposed to get for get a cash advance. So that's basically what's going on right now. I got my 80 here. He's working on getting what else I need. Do not take a taxi in Hong Kong unless you have cash. And then he's like, you have to pay for the tunnel too. When you take Uber, you know, Hong Kong is a lot of different islands. So when you take an Uber and you go through the tunnel, with Uber, there's no extra fees. But with a taxi, you have to pay extra. It's terrible. So just don't take a taxi. Okay.
Thank you. This is for
Okay.
also have your signature that you will get it at the place.
Okay. All right.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so much. So guys, all of that is for the cash advance. So now I have to go pay these guys. Oh my goodness. Thank you. What is the total? 113?
144.
So guys, I was really surprised because when I left to go get the cash, the meter was displaying a different amount. And it looks like he actually let the meter run. And he went from 116 to 123, which again, I have 130 and I'm totally okay with that. But he will not take my money because he claims that I should pay him actually 136. And I didn't understand why. Turns out he actually let the meter run. Huh? It was 113. This is...
I wait here. I need to work.
No, I
Need
don't,
to
this is...
waiting
I have
time. It's waiting time. You have take the
123, right?
Huh?
123.
I wait here so long. I need to work.
So what you want me
I
to...
have
So
I have another order.
So okay, so this is 130. It says 123 right there.
You call your
Oh my! So now he won't take my money anymore. He's asking for more because he was sitting here. I don't understand. The meter says 123.
I wait here. I need another order.
I understand.
I wait here.
The meter.
Yeah. I wait here around 7 minutes. 佢呢度跳多咗幾蚊，停呢幾分鐘。佢話我點解要收你幾蚊喎又？
The meter says 123.
我哋等咁耐，唔通我唔使做生意咩？我等佢已經唔中意啦。
When he got me here, it was 113. Now it says 123. I have 130. He won't take it. I don't understand what he
正
wants.
話就116，依家跳到123，佢話點解會變咗多咗呢7蚊？
It makes no
係一路
sense.
講一路跳㗎啦。
It makes no sense.
你而家冇俾200蚊佢㗎？
唔係佢因為只係要求50蚊啫嘛。
That's
佢而家淨
130.
係得80蚊咋。
That's 130. The meter says 123.
就算係淨係116加20都136啦。你叫佢俾130，我怕咗佢啦，唔好嘥曬我時間啦。唉，呢啲咁嘅窿閪真係神真係，唉。
你會試下佢，因為其實
我唔會啊！你叫佢依家快啲俾136啊，點都136啦，你哼。
I don't understand why he wants more money than the meter says. The meter says 123. I have 130.
叫我車我養過。
Why is that a problem? I'm paying him more than what the meter says.
佢點解個咪錶會跳喎？我等佢10分鐘喺度，一路喺度。
Oh my god.
本身加得80蚊。
因為佢就 stay 喺度跟住嘅，跟住咧佢就唔需要停喺度，即係冇行啊嘛。
At least stop the meter when I'm here
算
already.
啦，我唔收佢啦，即係116，你叫俾136啦，隧道20蚊，唉，大佬我要做生意㗎，你講啦。
你而家停嘅標呢個係再。
Do you speak English?
Excuse me, sir.
When I got here, the meter was 113. I went to get extra money. I have 130. The meter says 123.
That's according to the operation of the tax business in Hong Kong. When the taxes stay here to waiting for you, the meter will still running.
If he's taking me somewhere, but I'm already home.
Yeah, stay waiting for you actually.
So what am I supposed to do now?
Yeah, it's supposed that it's waiting for you to pay for this, so the meter will still running.
But now he said you only pay the 116 for the pay
冇，依家其實146㗎啦，我已經收少咗10蚊啊，大佬，你求其啦，叫佢求其俾啦，唉，冇錢啫。
136 Hong Kong dollar.
I have 130. So at this point, the manager has enough of this. He just wants the driver to be gone, and he wants to stop this stupid fight in front of this hotel. So he decided to offer me $6 of his own money, which again, it was too kind of him. But I was not just gonna take his money. This is crazy.
I just give you $6.
Okay, no, I'll give it back to you. I'll give it back to you. Oh my goodness.
已經唔收佢啊！
Whoa.
唉，講落，唉。
Guys, can you believe this? He is like upset. The meter says 123. I have 130, and he's upset. He kept the meter running the whole time. The whole time I've been here.
Okay, there's still to the misunderstanding. Okay?
Oh my god.
Okay.
Now I owe this guy money. Okay. Hey. How much was that? How much is this?
It's okay.
136.
Okay.
You pay least $10.
I would never take another.
It's no problem.
I would never take another taxi in Hong Kong again, ever. Uber forever.
You need to take the.
Take it back. Take it back. I don't want you to take your money back, please. I don't want to owe you.
It's okay.
Hey, I hope you guys see this. Never take a taxi in Hong Kong. Never. Wow. That was insane. We arrived somewhere. He keeps the freaking meter running just so he can complain and say he wants more money from me. Oh, now I don't have my key. I think I left my key here.
The key.
Sorry about that, man. I apologize. All right. Oh my God, Uber is so much easier because they don't charge you anything extra. Since I've been traveling, this is the craziest thing I've ever seen. I mean, you get to a destination, they stop the meter. This guy just kept it going and going. He calls the manager, he goes out, and he's making a big deal out of it. Oh my God. Anyways, another day in Hong Kong. You learn every day. If this video teaches you anything, do not take taxis in Hong Kong. Ever. Unless you have cash. Woo! Anyways, made it home, guys. Thank you for watching. This will end my time here in Hong Kong. And actually, it's a great way to end my trip here. Hong Kong has been a fascinating city to visit. I'm sure in the future, the city will recover whatever its identity is actually supposed to be. And I'm sure I will be back. Everybody's scared. They have a lack of trust with everybody. It's difficult to move around if you don't know where you're going. The weather has been okay, but the worst thing for me personally is the lack of trust that people have, not just towards me, but towards anyone. I was with a local yesterday who refused to be on camera. He helped me interview a lady, and you know, we talked a little bit about her life here in Hong Kong. She's been here for a long time. She adopted kids and she tried to do the best she could on her own, but it's been difficult. But even him, he could not get anyone to talk to us on camera. They just say, you're a spy, you're a Chinese spy, you're a Chinese spy. Because of what's been going on here, where China is taking more and more control over the island, people are really, they don't trust anyone. So it makes Hong Kong, for a YouTuber, a particularly difficult place to navigate. So that's been frustrating. There's hardly any tourists here right now, and people are just saying that Hong Kong is not what it used to be. So what happened to me tonight with the taxi was a great way to end the trip, to really show me that Hong Kong is not the place to be right now. It's not. Oh, what a nightmare. I cannot believe this guy was so upset about that money. But anyways, guys, I hope you've enjoyed the content here. I have a sore throat right now. I have to stop talking. If it's your first time on the channel, kindly subscribe, press that like button. Thank you for watching. Another day in Hong Kong, another adventure, and I'll see you guys on the next video.